Oscar, the gentleman that you are. This sounds like a midlife crisis. Nile is a river in Egypt, dog. Hey, it's Viv from Tiny Wave TV, and this is my The Rose of Versailles Journal. If you're new here, welcome, and if not, how do you like my new face? Y'all, I'm so excited. I got a ton of new faces. I mean, all I wanted was some tweaks and a couple new expressions, maybe. My sister, however, she said no, you're gonna be a new woman, period. So yeah, new year, new me, new journal. Buckle up, we're heading to I could say allons-y. Gotta find me some Doctor Who clips to use. So the Rose of Versailles, the show has been in the back of my mind, like, yeah, I'll get to this one day. But when did I first decide that? I don't know. It's one of those classics that feels like you've always known about somehow. Then it was mentioned in the comments a couple times when I was doing Legend of the Galactic Heroes Journal, so I thought it would be cool to finally get into it. But I wanted our community to decide, and I gotta say, y'all surprised me. I was sure, almost sure, Gundam was gonna be picked, and it was such a close call too, right? Someone even said the Rose of Versailles won because of the upcoming movie, in which case, thank you for making me accidentally relevant. Like, yo, YouTube analytics keeps telling me stuff like, follow seasonal topics, the trends. And here I am covering a 50-year-old anime. But I gotta say, 50 years young. This girl is gorgeous. The colors, the bling, the music, the whole thing looks and sounds so alive and fresh. I watched 10 episodes and it did not feel like 10 episodes in the best way possible. And I'm seriously holding myself back from just binging the rest. So yeah, but then there are moments when you're like, immersed, like emotionally connected, and then they do something with the edit, those zoom-ins, dramatic shots, sound effects, and you'll be like, yeah, the girl is old. Not a complaint though, it's amusing actually. My real complaint is, in these 10 episodes, there was just not enough Oscar. I need more of my girl, like, do you get me? I'm always thirsty for her. I want more dialogue, I want more screen time. Like, the only time that I wasn't so parched was in episode 1. That one was all about her. No Antoinette, no Versailles BS, just her. I know you're probably saying, girl, that's the whole show. The drama queen and her drama. I know, but I want more of my girl. I mean, look at her. The most beautiful baby girl. Then there's her father. Men, right? Guys, what the hell? So I was under the impression that by raising her as a boy, they meant like concealing her gender. Then that would become, like, in itself, it would become a source of drama. But no, she's a girl. Everybody knows it. It's all about what daddy wants, right? She is forced to live by his standards, and those happen to fit the male gender roles. How can I not love her? How can I not crave more of her? When she says stuff like this sounds like a midlife crisis. She's only 14. And what in the domestic violence? Like, why does her father hit her so much? Yo, by the time she and Andre got into that fight, I was like, yo, alright, if one more prick hit my girl, I'll start the French Revolution 20 years early. Then she landed the final blow. I was like, alright, you Versailles mofos are safe for now.
そのためにオスカル、お前の生き方を規制したくなかったんだ。だから、何も言うまいと心に決めたんだ。
Now this scene, right? I feel like this dog Andre is given all the wrong answers. It shouldn't be, if you want to be a woman, go ahead. He should have said, be a woman for me, please. So then she would slap him across the face and say, bitch, I do what I want. Wow. No, but seriously, his approach feels detached, you know? We know how you feel about her. Why are you holding back?
Why are you running?
He gives me a headache, but she gives me a headache too. Girl, what?
What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean?
Moving on to episode 2. We meet the butterfly of Austria, who definitely looks like she has no idea how cakes are made. Very unfortunate for my girl Oscar and the rest of France.
Bombastic side eye.
なんて女だ。こんな土壇場になって。なんだ。
いや、お前も相当だったぞ。土壇場まで軍服を着ないってな。
Excuse me?
I mean, it's hard not to compare the two. As offensive as I believe it is to my girl Oscar, the contrast is quite sharp right from the beginning. You know what else is sharp? Yes, my girl's eyes. Freaking Orleans, you have no chance. Also, and it came in at last. Well, fashion? I don't even... Oh my god. He's fine, but men don't really have a chance in this show now, do they?
気をつけた方がいいぞ。あっちこっちの貴婦人たちがお前を狙ってやってくる。
無駄口が多くなったな、アンドレ。
Andre, you dog, stop teasing her. She's straight. Then we got our clueless butterfly caught in the spider web of Versailles. What a fiasco, you guys. First of all, girl, not only don't you know how cakes are made, but you also don't know what a hoe is. It's no surprise she got manipulated and used by the ants. Honestly, it's kind of sad. Imagine being ignorant and not very bright, so you can't really figure things out for yourself, therefore you're highly impressionable. And on top of that, you don't have a true friend or ally to guide you. Well, even when those did show up, she was stubborn AF. So no, I'm not defending her. Oscar, though, she was like, none of my business. Until it was her business. I mean, it was a total ass move on that bitch's part to drag her mama into this. But maybe Oscar could have influenced Marie and stop things from spiraling into those ridiculous directions. Well, my girl doesn't have much tact. She's also as stubborn, if not more, than the other girl.
さあ、決めるのだ。お前が強情を張っていればいるだけ。迷惑は父上、母上殿に及ぶのだ。
I feel like this is what these two are gonna do every time an issue comes up. Take it outside. Episode 5 was a good one because this damn arc was finally wrapped up. I couldn't take any more of that bitch's shenanigans. One last thing though.
なんという誇り高いお方だろう。このお方は生まれながらの女王。アントワネット様。オスカルはこの件にかけて生涯妃殿下にお仕え申し上げます。
My girl, she doesn't deserve you. But I get it. It's like their values align. They're both noble ladies after all. It's interesting though. At first, their contrast is highlighted. Then we come to see their similarities. At any rate, seems like this comparison will continue to be illuminating for the character development of the two.
とても同い年とは思えんな。
誰が？
お前と王太子様さ。とても17には見えない。まるで子供だ。
それは私へのお世辞のつもりか？
バカな。誰がお世辞など。
This whole exchange is solid gold. I love how she dismisses the comparison in such a witty way. Like, bitch, who? Was that supposed to be a compliment? Like, girl. And this bitch Andre going, ew, who would want to compliment you? Now, imagine being a rose in a bell jar. Of course you'll come to adore a butterfly.
私はアントワネット様の持っておられる子供のままの心が好きだ。高貴な誇り高さを身につけておられながら、強いものや美しいものにはすぐ引きつけられ、感情のままに振る舞われるあのご気性がな。
人は自分の持たぬものに魅力を感じるのか。
そうかもしれぬ。あのお方にもいくつかの欠点はある。
Her lack of knowledge in the bakery department, for example. I'm not letting this go, y'all. I also think all of the virtues Oscar names are actually double-edged swords. At the same time, this points to the similarity in their views as two noble ladies. Not letting that go either.
だがおそばにいたら誰だってアントワネット様のご気性が好きにならずにはおられまい。お前だってそうだろ。
あ、しかし誰でもという見方はどうかな。
Right? Then we got some action. Girlies are busy. One's basking in the sunny side of Paris. The other's out here protecting that sunniness, like always. We also got introduced to Jean and Rosalie, plus more on Swedish ikemen for Shen. Why is there a rainbow above their heads? What kind of triangle is this? I don't like triangles. Where my puppy Andre? Versailles is dripping in drama as always. Lonely wife, elusive husband, scheming mistress, animal cruelty, 92 bonnets, 188 capes, and the worst of all evils, boredom.
これからお忍びでパリに遊びに行くの。オペラ座の仮面舞踏会へ。そんな。
Her voice, you guys. Poor girl almost had a heart attack. Actually, same for Antoinette. Swedish nobleman who studied weaponry in Germany, medicine in Italy, philosophy in Switzerland, but is above all an ikemen.
I wanna have your baby.
ただ退屈することだけを恐れていればよい。ベルサイユ一の美人、北欧の貴公子との歴史的愛の第一幕は、二人自身にもそうと気づかぬうちに始まっていたのである。
You. I mean, more headaches from my girl Oscar, right?
妃殿下、あなたはご自分の感情に正直すぎます。 あまりにも美しく天使のように無邪気だ。
I can't. Moving on to episode 8. Well, that sure was a strong start, but it gave me the chills. Like, have you ever been so afraid of losing someone's affection? Like, you're afraid they get mad at you and hate you and leave you?
こんなところで夜明かしか？体を壊しても私は知らんぞ。
オスカル、お前にはもう俺なんか。
This silly dog. That's her love language. Oh my god.
アントワネット様のことになると、ああだこうだと怒らぬ先に気をもんで、まるで乳母みたいだぞオスカル。
Andre, you and your roundabout ways.
どうかしたのか？今日はお前なんだか変だぞ。
別になんでもない。
Yeah, my girl, nothing. Just that your puppy needs attention. Well, you got that and then some by the end of the episode, but my goodness, you guys, what a fiasco. Oh my god, I feel like I'll be saying this a lot from now on. So the horseback riding ordeal, right? Oscar, the gentleman that you are, the gentlewoman that you are, the best friend for life that you are. Oh my god. For once in this 10 episodes, if not her whole life, this girl did something positive.
あいつ女だったのか。オスカルは女ではない。男だ。何？しかし今、オスカルは男として育ち、男として生きてきた。これからもだ。
Well, Oscar herself isn't as conflicted about her gender as Andre seems to be. Also, denial is a river in Egypt, dog. Now, about the end of this episode.
いつの日かお前のためにアンドレはこの命をかけるぞ。この命をかけるぞ。この命をかける。
Stop! He's gonna do it, right? Oh, that was one emotional, right? 9 and 10 were much less so in comparison. The old king is dead, long live the king. The satisfying downfall of the evil mistress. Nah, all of that was bound to happen. I like this scene though.
あなたならアントワネット様の心を動かせます。オスカル、頼みます。
No, get your hands off my boobs. But the fact that she accompanied her and listened to her story, I like that. Bit by bit, she's getting in touch with that ugly side of life, of our society. So then, Noble Lady O and Noble Lady M start to diverge more and more perspective-wise.
あんな小娘が体を買ってくれたと知らなかった。一体世の中は人々の生活はどうなっているんだ。
Yeah, shit's fucked. But let's rewind a bit.
止めてくれ。
私を一晩買ってください。
My girl. Stop! She's in a tight spot. Oh my god. This was such a sad scene, but a happy coincidence. There are a lot of coincidences in the show, by the way. Good thing it was Oscar she came across. Hopefully they'll meet again. I want them to be friends or something. Jean, however, I hope you all don't mind me skipping all the stuff about her. She's just intolerable. And that's about it for this entry. But before I tell y'all au revoir to that one history nerd who will inevitably use the words apocryphal, cake, and brioche in their comment, this is just a joke made in poor taste by a 21st century peasant. So I mean, I feel like I'm being a bit too harsh on Marie. We got like, what, 30 more episodes to go? Maybe I'll grow fond of her. Gotta give it to Oscar. The queen has her notable qualities.
Great gowns, beautiful gowns.
But I'll admit, I don't know much about Marie Antoinette, the historical figure, or the history of France for that matter. So I'm definitely looking at this as a learning opportunity as well. So,
Allons-y.
thank you so much for watching and see you next time.